Hello class, our project is of a workplace injury. There are two general types of workplace injuries: repetitive stress injuries and traumatic injuries. Repetitive stress injuries are caused by repetition of strain, while traumatic injuries are caused by a single traumatic incident. We are concerned with back and shoulder injuries. Back injuries are caused by poor posture while lifting, overextension, or impact, while shoulder injuries can be caused by repetitive rotation, impact, or working with the shoulder raised. We hypothesize that a decrease in back injuries might lead to an increase in shoulder injuries because of a possible shift in stress when correcting back issues. First, we will start with back injuries.
As previously mentioned, not all injuries happen in a single instance, but are due to repeated stress, such as lifting boxes over and over and over. A common source of injury in the construction and manufacturing industries is not keeping walkways clear of hazards such as cords and other equipment.
A clear risk of injury in the transportation industry is improper lifting of heavy loads. Lifting with the proper technique and using the right tools when necessary saves the body from unnecessary stress and strain. Another concern is the stress put on the body from jumping or sliding from the cab. A 200-pound man jumping from the top step puts over 1,000 pounds of force on his body. Over time, this can lead to injury. Using each step while keeping 3 points of contact will reduce the force placed on the body and minimize the chance of falling.
Next, we will talk about shoulder injuries.
Most construction injuries stem from inexperience. With a turnover rate of 17.2%, a worker's training process may be rushed to get them on site quickly. The key to preventing avoidable injuries is to have good supervision and also to have distraction-free workers. Similar to tripping, not taking care of the workplace, such as leaving slick spots, can leave the workers susceptible to slipping.
Workers in the mining industry are forced to use heavy equipment in awkward positions. A lot of the work is done overhead, causing a lot of strain in the neck, shoulders, and the back. The enclosed environment in the mines doesn't usually allow for ergonomic postures.
The manufacturing industry covers a wide range of industries from garment work, meatpacking, electronic assembly, to many more. This means injuries look different. However, there are some commonalities. One major source of injury is overextending your arm to grab something. The use of tilted bins or sticks on a conveyor belt help push the objects closer to the worker, reducing the strain of a long reach. Looks better for the worker,
But maybe not for the table's back.
What you are seeing are two graphs that are comparing shoulder and back injuries. The one on the left represents the total number of injuries, and the one on the right is the incident rates per 10,000 workers from 1994 to 2009. Notice a decrease in both back and shoulder injuries, most likely from the implementation of methods and standards that focus on reducing injuries. While both seem to corroborate the same narrative, the chart on the left is deceptive, in that the total number of injuries is directly related to the size of the labor force. Without a proper way to account for economic recessions and booms, we decided to move forward by just analyzing the incident rates. Statistical analyses were conducted to establish a correlation between back and shoulder injuries with inconclusive results. Regardless, correlation does not imply causation, so perhaps our analysis should examine the biomechanical effects of different lifts. For instance, when lifting a box with your back, the moment created on the shoulder is hardly different than when being lifted correctly. This would suggest that this could be why the incident rates in shoulder injuries have not seen an increase in response to the sharp decline of back injuries over the years. After analyzing different industries and statistics, we predict that the rate of back and shoulder injuries will continue to decline at a similar rate, and in the next 5 to 10 years, the number of shoulder injuries could be greater than the number of back injuries.
Is she not gonna say action?